Hey everybody, it's Deanna. I'm here with your oil a day from doTERRA. And it just fell on the floor. Don't you love live video? It's my favorite. So we're going to talk today about Clary Sage. Yesterday we talked about Clary Calm, and so Clary Sage is one of the oils that's in that blend, and so we did talk a little bit about it, but we're going to focus solely on Clary Sage. And don't worry, it will be a short video because I'm outside and it's literally freezing cold. So this should be short and sweet and to the point. But Clary Sage, as we know, is really good for helping your body to maintain healthy hormones, especially with estrogen being the one that it kind of is really good at. It also helps with, if you're, let's say you're a new mom and you're really trying to increase your milk supply, this is a great oil for that. Some people will like to just apply it to the area. So maybe like not right on the area, but around it. And the fragrance is probably not gonna bother your child because it is actually a pretty nice fragrance. I think it's a little bit it's a mint, but it doesn't smell super minty. It's got a little bit of an herby smell to it, and pretty pleasant. And it's a very calming oil. So you could sort of kill two birds with one stone. If your infant is sitting there inhaling that smell, it can be very calming for them. So it can help you to maintain balanced moods and balanced emotions. And we learned yesterday how that's all tied together with hormone balance anyway. So it makes perfect sense. Also for sleep, it's a great oil to use for sleep. And especially in particular, it's used for older kids that have difficulty sleeping. So if you have a kid and they're having trouble sleeping at night or falling asleep, and you've tried some things that are pretty typical for sleep, like lavender, serenity, those types of things, you might want to consider trying Clary Sage. That would be a really good option. And you can just put a couple drops, maybe 3 drops in their diffuser, or you could put a little bit, maybe like a drop on the back of their neck. And this oil is really gentle, so you can put it directly on without needing to use a carrier oil. So you could put some just right on the back of the neck for calming. Another really interesting use for Clary Calm is that it it helps to open up your creativity. It helps to open up your spiritual eyes a little bit so you can be a little bit more discerning and recognizing things that are maybe not so great for you, relationships to be in, or business ventures to be in, or just recognizing things for what they really are. It's been called the oil of clarity and vision. And so what I would do is I would take a little bit of the oil and actually put it right here. And this is just a section, this is where your mind is located, right? So it's a section of your body that has to do with your wisdom and your intuition, and also, like I said, creativity. So if you're feeling blocked, that can be a really good oil. It's also really good, and if you think about it, your brain is here, so it's also great for things with your brain. So if you're struggling with your brain or nervous system, and you want to support healthy brain function, and if you're having some issues there, this would be a great oil to include. So a lot of times we think of frankincense and lavender, but this would be another really good one. If you have had difficulty maybe with irregular cycles or just heavy cycles or something like that, Clary Sage over the abdomen can be really helpful. There's been some really good studies done on Clary Sage and lavender on the abdomen for folks in that situation. Let's see, what else am I not thinking of? Hair. It's really good for fragile hair. So if you have hair that breaks easily, you may want to add a few drops of Clary Sage to your shampoo, and it'll be a really nice smell in your hair. Hair absorbs essential oil really well, so preventing it from evaporating as quickly. So your hair can kind of act as a diffuser, and it can help you with calming and emotional balance, as well as being great for your hair. So it's a win-win situation. So Clary Sage can help people who, let's say that you have been struggling with health issues. And I think we've talked before about how sometimes we can get really attached to our health problems, and that can become our identity. And so if you are needing a change in your health, Clary Sage can sort of open up your mind to new possibilities and a change in perspective when you're having a healing crisis. So a lot of times when I am dealing with people that are in a sort of a health crisis, I'll recommend eucalyptus, because eucalyptus helps you to let go of your attachment to your illness. But this would also be a good one because it can help you to just get in the right frame of mind to be ready to heal and to get well. And you'd be surprised at how much that actually affects your ability to get well, is whether or not you believe it's possible and you're ready to move forward and change. And so, and then other times we are offered different alternatives than what is in our comfort zone. So somebody may come to you and say, hey, would you like to try some essential oils for that? And you've never tried essential oils. You've always just tried conventional methods. Actually, Clary Sage could be one that helps to open up your mind and get you seeing the possibilities that are available to you. So this also helps to eliminate distraction. So if you really need to focus and clarify your thinking, then that could be good. There's been some old, what am I trying to say? Historical, I guess, uses where people used to believe that it helped with actual vision, like actual eye health. And it makes sense because, you know, if you think about how it's called the oil of clarity and vision, I was thinking of that more like metaphorically or emotionally, but back in history, a lot of people did use it for vision problems as well. And sometimes when you're having struggles with your physical vision, it can be because you're having difficulty with your spiritual vision as well. So when you use oils for your eye, there's two things you can do. You can either put some oil on the bone around the eye and then rub it away from your eye. You don't ever want to get oils too close to your eye. Or you can use a reflexology chart and you can look. There's a place at the base of your second and third toe that is a reflex point for your eye. So if you're using oils for a small child who doesn't know any better than to rub something in their eye, that's always a good option. And it's now snowing. I just saw a snowflake randomly go past. So there's just a lot of really great reasons why this is an oil that you want to have in your arsenal. So I hope you've learned something new about that today. If you would like to share a comment, like Michelle just shared that it's helped her support her respiratory health. And so if you have other comments or questions, please share them below, even if you're not watching live, and please share this video with your friends so they can learn more. We're here every weekday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And if you're in the Knoxville area, I hope you'll join me tomorrow live at the Marriott downtown from 9 to 11:30 to learn more about doTERRA as a company and the wonderful products we have. And please come and be my guest. I will see you there. Until then, we will see you back here, I guess, next Monday. And have a great day. Shine on.